Dr. Pepper, baby, it's good and nice. Dr. Pepper, baby, it's good and nice. Fan struggling to start a little bit smoky. Oh, my neighbours love me. Right, that stinks as well. Right, what are we doing today? There's going to be an insurance job. This one was actually done on day after Boxing Day. Was it on the channel? It was on the channel. It was on the channel. You'll remember it when you see it if you watch all the videos. And basically, they had a leaking shower and a leaking towel rail, which had dual fuel. So it was like had a electric heating element inside of it, and that was leaking. It was leaking from that. No good. So we're going to be taking all that out. We're going to be fixing the pipe work. We're going to be fixing the shower seal, but we're not going to be doing anything else. We're not going to be fixing the floor. We're not going to be fixing the wall. We're not going to be decorating. We're not going to be doing the bath panel, because the insurance company said no, we want to do all that, we just don't do plumbing. Do these insurance companies own building firms, by the way? Because they must do. It's really annoying me now. I go out to a job, I go, yeah, your cylinder's split, you're going to need a new cylinder. Would be a load of work, would be great work, it'd be interesting work for the channel, wouldn't it? And then the insurance company turns around and goes, oh, you got to use our approved contractors, blah, blah, blah. And you just think, is this some sort of con? Do they own these companies? Have they got fingers in the pie? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to try and get that done as quick as we can, because I want to, at the end of the video, rather than making it its own video, I want to do a little tier list of the best workwear. If we can get done quick enough in time so I can get back, get the camera out, get this stuff out and get it filmed. But that's only if we're quick enough. I reckon we can get it done. I reckon we can get it done. I need about an hour and a half to get back, get settled and start filming that. So I'll add that at the end if we're quick enough today. So basically what we want to do is do this as quick as we can, do a bit of plumbing, and then at the end we'll do a little tier list. If you don't know what a tier list is, it goes from A to D, yeah? A being top, D being bottom tier, not so good. S is above A. It's special, yeah? It's like your goated things, okay? And we're going to be talking about workwear. I don't know what could be goated workwear. I do, I've got something in my head. Right, and I've listened to all of your suggestions, because I did say it in a previous video, and a lot of people left comments saying, oh, what, you can't not forget about this. And I've listened, and I've heard. And some of those things I actually own. So I can get them out and shut it up. Because it's all through my eyes and my experience, and I have walked many a mile in many a boot. Including the ones that I'm wearing right now, which I will show you what a state they are in, as I have had them for 7 years. 7 years wearing the same boots. Okay? I don't want to give them up. I keep buying new boots, trying them and going, nah, not as comfy as these. So we'll have a look at all of that. Right, let's go over to the job. Now, I don't know what materials we're going to need, if we do need to go off and get any. I should have some silicone in the back of the van. Probably not, me. We've got enough pipe. The radiator valves, we're probably just going to use whatever's already on there. We're just going to take them apart and renew them, you know, sort out all the threads and all the rest. So, shut up, Sam. You've been waffling for 4 minutes. Let's go see some work. Right, first job. Let's get it drained. So it has a boiler room in the shed out the back, and hopefully there's a drain off there rather than having to put it in the house. And it also has a filling loop, which means pressurised. Good. Like I say, we don't want airlocks today, do we? Oh yes, water drain off. There we go. Right, there it is. So it's already drained down, which means we ain't got a vent there, or it just means that when we replace the pipe work, it should suck any water out of that leg of pipe. But yeah, let's get this one off the wall. Right, so first off, this side needs disconnecting. get that off there. Taking all these caps off. Alright, so now that's out. We've got to undo these. So we'll do the bottom two, and then I'll just need to put the phone down whilst I do the other two. There we go. Right, so the reason we're taking it off the wall is because we need to get this out, which is easier said than done. But it's the probe for the electrics. You see it's just been cut off and disconnected, but it was leaking from around here. So here we go. Let's take off. How loose is that? I've not had to use a tool or anything for that. Come on. There we go. There it is. A little heating element. So that comes out. We'll clean this up with these threads in here a little bit. There we go. Let's put it back on. Oh, I knew that one was going to come out there. Boom. Gonna be like that. Get it all out. There we go. Come on. More. Any more. Look at all that, right. Come on, wash away. Right, so we're back on. We're going to tighten up this one first. Like that. And this one here, I'll undo like that. That should draw in there. Yeah. There we go. Lovely. Now I can hear it draining that radiator over there. That's baby. You need a straight rather than an angled. Unless. Like that. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. It's bi-directional, so it's got two arrows, one that way, one that way. Ooh. Plastic behind. But not the nice type. It's Heb. That's going to be a bastard to get out, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I might better just to cut that and clean it. No, we just cut that. We cut it. We cut it. Screw. Right, original nut. Right, that one in there. So. Yeah. Weren't quite long enough, so I've just had to exactly get pushing into the wall there, and it's further away on the side. Lovely. Right, that is perfect. You sit there. Don't step. Right, so that is done. I need to turn off this drain off, bleed. Just check this one too. Sounds silly, but could be. Right, filling loop there. Boom, boom. We'll get that up to, I don't know, say 1.5 bar. Then we'll go do some venting. We'll have to go around all the bedrooms upstairs as we don't quite know. Oh, it'd help if I didn't have the drain off open, wouldn't it? There we go. That's quite nice. I like that. Whoever put that in, good show, old sport. Good show. And there it is. Bit of blood. Done. Right, so the other radiators, we have got a little bit of air in them, but most of them it's not much. But this one's a tail rail, so it is a bit higher. There we go. Take that out. Right, so I've probably heard. I heard one of you somewhere going, what about inhibitor? Good question, Mr. Apprentice. So, we're filling up, we're topping up the pressure. We've not drained down, other than one radiator, one towel rail, which don't hold a lot of water, and the pipe work leading up to it. Now, it has taken a bit of water out of the system via that, as we were bleeding, as we were draining down. But I replaced the radiator in that room downstairs. Now, that's on a drop, yeah? So, that radiator had brand new inhibitor put in it, because I thought, I've drained the system down, I'll put new inhibitor in. The sticker is not here. Usually I leave the sticker. So, not usually, I don't really, very often. So I know I put inhibitor in that drop. Now this is a good thing with like my invoicing app and everything else. I can cross-reference and just check and see that inhibitor was put on there on the receipt. So it's had a new inhibitor, which will do, I think it's 10 radiators. It was Sentinel. So every other drop downstairs wouldn't have been drained, because I wouldn't have drained those separately. So really I'm only taking out half the system. So when I put it in, I'm putting in extra on top of what was already in there. Plus, I always glance, right? I've run the hose out. The hose has been just there. Always have a look. Check the water. If it's nice and clear, you're usually pretty good. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't add more inhibitor, but, you know, if you can just have a little look, see what the water's like. If it's particularly black, particularly sludgy, maybe suggest a power flush. And, yeah, so let's get up to 1.5. We'll switch the boiler on and then we'll get it tested. Whilst I go out and have a quick coffee, because he's just putting the kettle on now. Well, he's got a nice special coffee machine, so nice black coffee. Oh, central heating's not working. Is it airlocked? Oh no, no, no. Turn it on, Sam. That would help, wouldn't it? You follow me because I'm crap. You don't follow me because I'm the best plumber in the world. Right, so stop for a quick another little black coffee. We're still on the black coffees. Big improvement. Stopping having loads of milk and sugar all the time. Right, I just thought I'd stop. I'll have a little break to myself and I'll watch them just scrolling away. And then I saw like one of my friends, and she makes videos and stuff online. She's actually my she deals with all of my advertising stuff. She owns like a agency, so I'm like with her, called Tradie Talent. And she's talking about like someone coming and knocking at her house last night. She's had to call the police, like a bit of a stalker. through being online, through like posting videos. And I was like, yeah, I've had some weird interaction. I mean, I'm a guy, so it's like, it's not a threat to me if a strange man comes knocking at my door and says, God told me to come and see you. Like, that's literally what happened to her. But I've had a couple of strange interactions. In fact, it's kind of the reason that I stopped doing stuff on TikTok, really. It did freak me out a little bit, was the fact that I went live on there and I'm just chatting away, and I was live on YouTube as well, and I'm chatting away. And basically the camera, I had it on a tripod, and it was kind of, you could see just out my window. Now, someone locally recognised a place opposite, which stands out a bit. I mean, I'm going to tell you guys because you like aren't fucking weird. It was a play park, and he recognised it, and he was like, "Oh, I know where that is." So he drove to my house, waited for the live stream to end, but at the end of the live stream, he was going, look out the window, and I was like, yeah, whatever. Ended the live stream, and then I got a direct message from him, like, no, seriously, look out the window. So I looked out the window, and there's a guy on a moped, and with his mate on the back. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, and I didn't have my son with me, luckily, because otherwise I'd have been really, you know, like, what are you doing? And I went outside, and he was a chill guy. He was just like, oh, I just wanted to meet you, blah, blah, blah. But don't turn up to my house, you know what I mean? It's pretty obvious it was my house, because obviously the van, you know, the van. And he was okay. He was just probably, I mean, it's not okay to turn up, but luckily he was pretty sound, you know. And I've had some much odd interactions. I did have like a genuine stalker. That was not good, and I did go to the police about that. They got a bit psychotic and started like sending death threats and stuff when I sort of rejected their sort of advances. I know one of my mates, and he won't ever talk about this online, and he's a big creator who he's got a guy who will not stop harassing him, finds his work number, blah, blah, keeps asking him for used underwear. Like, people are crazy. People are out there crazy. And putting yourself out there, as small as what I do is, you still get people that take it too far. You know, and sometimes people, what do they call it? It's where you kind of live through me by watching the videos. I can't, parasocial relationship. Like, I don't know you, I've never met you, but people like think that they really know me. And I had a guy come up, and this was at a trade show, and he's probably watching now. That's the weird thing about this. He come up and he was like, oh, I'm really, really, really happy to meet you. He shook my hand, and he kind of was like, really like overwhelmed. And I was like, oh yeah, nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I kind of like, enough time's gone, I've said hello, I've greeted him and whatnot. I'm sort of like talking to my mate, and it was my mate Alex who was like, kept nudging me, and he was like, that guy, he's not leaving. So I went over to chat to him, and I said, everything all right, mate? Do you want to come and have a chat? And I went around the back of the booth, and the old guy really broke down, was like, oh, I'm really suffering with my mental health, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm not really the guy to talk to about that. You know, as in you should go to see a GP if it's that bad. But yeah, I've spoke about mental health like online in the past. So I do get it. I've been there. I've been down, and I've been blah, blah, blah. So it was kind of, in a way, it was nice that someone is feeling comfortable enough to come up to me like that and talk openly to me like that. But it is a lot for me to take on board. And, you know, I don't mind one off, something like that. But it is interesting, the sort of dynamics of strangers feeling like they intimately know your life. Like, there's so much. The thing is, right, even myself, and I feel like I'm pretty honest and I'm a pretty open person, there is so much that I leave off the camera. Yeah, what's going on in my head, what's going on in my real life, the way that I feel about things, the way I feel about all sorts of things. I don't say it, I don't get involved. You know what I mean? It's not my place to say some things, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, you never truly know who I am. But yeah, it's just crazy. I just saw that story and I just thought, oh, what a shame for her, because she's a woman. Like, for me, don't water off a duck's back, whatever. But for her, yeah. And so, I don't know. Just be a bit careful how you interact with people that you know. I mean, especially if they're women. basically if they're women, just calm the fuck down, you know what I mean? Not that I need to tell you guys that. I'm sure you lot are all mentally sane. But, yeah. Right, finish my coffee and then we'll go back in. Okay, so no sealant in that corner, look. It's not sealed on the inside. And so it was pouring through there. So I'm going to reseal on there, up there, and then I probably will do the inside just in that corner as well. So luckily I've got clear. Whilst you're here, I love that phrase. It's my favourite phrase in plumbing. Not. Ideal standard flush valve. As we know, any of you old heads know, are obsolete. They don't make them anymore. But they still make the replacement washers, which I know they do at my local merchants. So I'm going to get out this very, 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 very tight drive, like this, and we'll go off and we'll go grab one. Now, they made a big improvement with the washers. So they used to be made out of a black rubber, and loads of people have seen them. They always go funny and they split, and they go sort of like break up and disintegrate. The replacement washers that you can get for them, which they still make the replacement washers for some reason. Well, I mean, good. Shame they don't do the whole valve. They're made of silicone. So the silicone, it's like a clear silicone. They don't really degrade, and it seems like the build-up a line scale that you get on the black ones, you don't get with the silicone ones. It doesn't like stick to the surface, so they seem to last forever. They're pretty good. So we'll go off and grab one of them. I didn't have any white silicone, so I'm going to pick up some of that as well, even though we don't need it for this job. We've got some clear in the back, but we are going to get some white silicone, because what's a plumber without white silicone on the van? That's terrible. Terrible, Sam. Naughty. So I need van stock really, but it's been so long since I last sat down and did my job, which is manage my business and get what I need. So I need to do a van stock at some point, get on our direct plumbing supplies, get a big order in. Love it. Right, let's go back to the merchant. Right, so there it is. Silicone, so it's a nice clear one. But yeah, they don't make the actual valve anymore. That valve, and you can see it in there. But they make the seal still, so anyway. And I did pick up loads of tubes of silicone. Right, let's go get it fit. Right, so there's existing, all full of line scale, and if you look just there, you can see it's got a split around the edge. So we're going to pop that off. If you can, we've got to be careful not to break these, obviously, because if you do, you're buggered. So you don't want to break the actual valve, but you can see that one's mush. There we go, got it out. New one. Put that in there. Like that. Nice and flat. Wow. And you can actually see the size difference. So this one goes all the way to the very edge as well. Pick that in. Job done. Easy as that. Yeah, it's a nice little bit. I've done the one in that corner. Look, now we just need to do across there. Go all the way up to there. I've cut it nice and straight there as well. So we just get our forming tool, which should have got out beforehand. Let's see what we got in here. Can't try and do this all in one take, otherwise I've got loads of clips that I need to edit. Like that. Right, the shower's all sorted. There's a shower there. We'll just give this one a quick polish up. Like that. These are amazing. I love these. You can make crap soldering look really good. Oh yes, look at that. Oh, what an amazing solder joint. Look at that. Look at that one there. Look. Oh yeah. Yeah. What's that? Is that a bit of? No, that's just a bit of smudge. Look at that, man. Oh, he's the best at soldering. I did spend a couple of seconds cleaning that up, but it looks good. Oh, this is nice and warm. Fuck, that's hot. Right, let's go. Right, I think we've just about got enough time to get back, do a little tier list, and get that sorted. Now, I've never done one before, so I'll see if there's some sort of website, some way that's easy for me to do one, so that I can actually like put something on screen. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to get a pen and paper, and then I'll have to do it in post editing. So you don't need to worry about that. But I think we got enough time, and then I've got to pick up Litton from school at 3 o'clock, and it's currently 12:30. And I've not eaten today, so I also need to go and grab some lunch ideally. We'll have a little Friday treat, but we'll try and make it healthy. Yeah? Friday treat, but we're not going to go and get something hot and takeaway style, but we'll have a little Friday treat. Right, got to remember it's a Friday treat, but we're going to do it Italian style, even though we got gluten-free pita bread. Not very Italian, okay? But I watch enough internet, not TV, just internet, to know that the Italians make everything seem nice, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go on a replica, I'm going to go a bit of mortadella. Mortadella. No, but first we're going to hit it with a little bit of I say a little bit, a fucking lot of virgin olive oil. Let's get that all over there, look. Oh, a bit of balsamic glaze. Woo. Like that. Boom. Just gonna put some mortadella on. Oh, look at that. It's ham with pistachios in it. I mean, it can't get any better than that. These fuckers know how to eat, okay? They know how to eat. Like, good. Okay, bit of that. Got some Italian salami, yeah, bit of that on there. Oh yes, this is a proper Friday treat. And you know what? It's better than what I would have had previously. And then we're going to hit it with a bit of this super thin cheese, which is impossible to get out. Come on. Bit of this, nice big slices like that. I'm going to hit it with a shredded lettuce. Oh yes. Oh yes, baby. Bit of black pepper. Oh, lots of black pepper, like that. We'll put the lid on. We'll give it a little, give you the cross section. Oh yes, baby. That. Mamma mia! Oh. Oh. Perfect. Right, I need to get a laptop. Let's do this tier list. Boom! We found a tier list. We've uploaded all of the photos of Workwear logos. Okay, so we're gonna do it this way. Now we'll start off, right? We'll start off. I don't know. We'll grab Puma, okay? You know Puma wear, and I'm going based off of stuff that I've worn. Now I don't know why I've still got these. These are a bit past it. Now I'll pick these up at a trade show, and I was like, oh, they're really cool looking, because they're kind of like trainers, but they still look enough like work wear, steel toe cap or a composite toe cap, as you can actually see it through it. You see I've worn these plenty, and these lasted a good sort of 6 months before they got to the stage where you're getting a couple of holes in them. The toe detector bit has completely come off. That was originally covered by this sort of like material here. They kind of look a bit too scruffy now to wear, but super comfy, decent. Now that's all I've got to go off with Puma. Yeah, Puma. And they look sick, don't they? They look sick, right? They're pretty cool. That's all I've got to base on them, and they lasted 6 months, which I don't think is terrible, but it's still not great. So we'll put Puma, right? That's gonna go like B tier, okay? B tier. It's definitely not A tier, okay? It's not like top tier, okay? Let me just make sure there's no websites, naughty websites up there. No, there's not. Okay, for anyone who's paused the video and zoomed in, right, they're going in B tier. So next I'm going to go with Regatta. So as you can see, I give these a good go, but I never got on with them. They're just too, the soles are just massive. Like, yes, I am now over 6 foot when I wear them, but I just don't rate Regatta stuff. Like, it's really like solid, good quality, but I just didn't find it that comfy. And then the t-shirts and stuff that they sent me, and the trousers that they sent me, fit really nice, was super comfy to wear. But the t-shirts were undersized, definitely undersized. They weren't big enough for me. And the shorts were great, but they have removable pockets. But instead of being a zip, they are these like clasps. Now, should I go find them? I'll go find them quick. Right, so here they are. I've still got them. Nice stretchy back. They actually go higher at the back as well, so they're super comfy, perfect for a plumber. Now this is the thing with the pockets. See these clasps here? There would have been one at the front, or further back, sorry. You see they immediately ripped out. They didn't last long at all. And they're just like plasticky clips. These just pulled off. And because they're plastic, yeah, they don't really stay on. They're constantly falling off, so I got rid of them anyway. But Regatta stuff, in all honesty, yeah, the bun is waterproof. Makes sense for a plumber, okay? They're great quality. It looks nice. It's good quality. The laces are solid. You can see the ends have come off of one side. See, these haven't been worn that much. They haven't been worn that often. I give these maybe a month of wear before I just decided, no, I'm going to go back to my old faithful, which you'll see next. So I think they're good, but then there's little things that are just quite annoying with them. And so we're going to put, what was that, that wasn't Helly Hansen, that was Regatta. We'll put it in, I want to put it between A and B, but I think B tier's mid, no, we're going to stick it in A. We're going to go for A. It's good quality, it's got class, it is good stuff. So next thing we'll move on to, because I'm wearing some right now, is Helly Hansen. Helly Hansen workwear is like fucking amazing, mate. So good, right? Super comfy. The fit's good, yeah? It fits nice. Now, I've got a pair of work trousers made by them. Now, the camo ones, which I've worn endlessly in videos. And I find them absolutely comfy, stretchy. Everything, all of the material is like stretchy material. I think, to be honest with you, yeah, they would be the first to go in S tier. But, unfortunately, there's one problem. There's one problem why they're not in S tier. And that is the price. Price is quite expensive. Same with Regatta. Yeah, so I forgot to say that with these Regatta. Now, these work boots here are £180. They kind of look like they're worth £180. In all honesty, they are good. And these trousers, these shorts were like 100 quid. 100 quid! Seems a lot. So that's why it's going in. It's going to go in A, like top stuff, but price point for Regatta and Helly Hansen. Just dipping it down just ever so slightly. Right, so everyone knows these, right? Who hasn't owned a pair of these DeWalt boots? You can see the laces. That always annoys me, that the outer bit of the lace always comes off of these. But these are solid, and I've worn these quite a lot. I did wear them last week, funny enough. For some reason, I wore these last week a couple of times. But the only reason that I don't wear them all the time, and I don't wear any of these boots, really, is the laces. Like, I'm going in people's houses all the time, and I always take my boots off. I just do. I just always take my boots off. I did buy overshoes, which I don't like wearing them. I don't like the feeling of them. My autism makes me go, no, I don't like wearing shoes indoors. I don't like the feel of boots on carpet, even with the protectors. It makes me feel all weird, and I don't like it. So that's why I don't wear them. But these boots are goated, okay? They're goated. These, everyone, so many of you guys are wearing them to work every single day right now. So I don't know about the rest of our workwear, which I see a lot of people wear, but I've never owned any others. Where is DeWalt? Where is DeWalt? Why is DeWalt not there? There's DeWalt. There's DeWalt. We're going to put DeWalt is genuinely going to go up in S tier, okay? It's going to go in S tier. Because it's been around for years. Like, back in when I was an apprentice, they were the go-to boots that everyone seemed to wear. Right, so next, I want to talk about the boots that I wear every single day. Every single day. Guess how old these boots are. Okay, guess it, pause it, guess in the comments. Have a guess. Now, they're made by Dickies. So you can see there's a little logo down there. Now, I actually, to be honest with you, I didn't realise they were made by Dickies. I thought these were made by Sight. But they're Dickies. And I've worn these boots consistently every single day, apart from the few times that I've tried other boots, for 7 years. This yellow paint was when I worked a job during lockdown for a company. What was the company called? I can't remember. Manor Construction, maybe. And we was doing a barrier for an entry to a car park to stop caravans going in there, and they had to be painted yellow. So that's how old they are. The toe is now coming away. I picked up the best boot, to be honest with you, but the other one, it's now prying away here. And you can see we got loads of gaps all around. Look, see all around that heel. There's the heel. Look, it's got a big hole in it. But I will still wear these. And they're all frayed. And this is super loose. And now the thing is, right, I can put these boots on without using my hands. So if I've got a tool bag in hand, right, I can put these boots on without using my hands, which you can't do with any other lace-up boots, can you? And that is why Dickies Workwear, from my 7 years of wearing them, 7 years, and I will continue to wear them for a little bit more, there's still more joy to be had out of them. Dickies, you are definitely going up in S tier, because why not? Why not? Right, so the next one I'm going to talk about is a recent one. So I haven't really got loads to say, and I've only got one piece of their workwear, which is my jacket, which the amount of people that have DM'd me saying, where is your jacket from that you wear all the time? It's made by Hard Yakka, which is an Australian company, yeah? It's quilted, okay? This is so warm. It is ridiculously warm. It's got a nice big hoodie and a hood that sits nice on your head. Yeah, because you know when the hood's like really, really pointy, or they're too floppy, or whatever. This is just the perfect hood, okay? This is the perfect hood. It's got the best pockets, okay? Nice little foam pocket there. I love an internal pocket. I love an internal pocket. And it just fits nice. It throws on. It's like wearing a comforting, warm blanket. And it kind of has that shirt look, where it looks like an overshirt with a hoodie underneath. And it's got buttons on the outside, but the main thing, it zips up, okay? Boom, zipped, yeah? Nice hood, nice hood. Nice hood with pull strings, hard yakka. So, the amount of people that ask me about it, it's made by Hard Yakka. I absolutely am in love with this coat, and I will wear this for years and years and years. Doesn't matter how much weight I hopefully lose, and this is ridiculously big on me, I will still own it and I'll still wear it. It is banging. I brought it. It's not been gifted to me like a lot of the others. So most of these on this list, I've been gifted by the companies to try these workwear, and I've never made a video about them. And now I am, where I'm literally ranking them up against our competitors. So Hard Yakka, right? I don't know about their boots. I don't know about anything else. I'm going to put them in A. The price is pretty good on them. This was not ridiculously expensive for a jacket. I can't remember what I paid now, but I know it wasn't loads. I weren't like, ooh, I might not buy it. And I saw it at Screwfix Live, so I presume you can get these from Screwfix. So Hard Yakka, we're sticking that in A. We've not got anything that's like really bad, okay? So I think the next one we're going to go to the one that everyone seems to have, which is Scruffs. So I've got a Scruffs gilet. Yeah, I'm not even going to get it down. It's boring. It is what it is. I brought it when I was cold, and it's cheap. It's cheap, which means that we can't rank it too low, but I've never gone, oh, a pair of Scruffs trousers feels really, really nice. But it's not the worst workwear. Definitely not. It's definitely not the worst workwear. It's the most average workwear going. And because it's so average, in my opinion, is I'm just going to put it in C tier. Okay, C tier. It belongs in C tier. It is what it is. And then another quick one, which we're just going to do straight away, is Sight. Okay, Sight workwear. Now, Sight is what you get from B&Q. Okay, it's what you get from B&Q, and you can get it at Screwfix, which is the same company, isn't it? I think so. I couldn't care less for it. It's not a cool brand, is it? No one's like, oh, Sight is a really cool brand. Yeah, it's just got no street cred. It's DIY material. We're going in D. We're going in D tier for that. Okay, so I've realised there's other ones that I was supposed to put on this, so I'm just going to put them on quick before we carry on. Right, so I just had to add Komodo workwear, and we'll do that one next, because they're the trousers I'm wearing right now, right? These trousers, okay? These Komodo workwear. Look how skinny they make my legs look. They're the skinny jeans, okay? They're the skinny jeans of the workwear world. Nice waterproof knees, okay? Look at the stretch, yeah? This is a fat bloke, full stretch. Easy, it's taking it. It's taking the stretch, okay? That was too central, yeah? That was too central, that bit. But they're basically like joggers. So super stretchy all the way around. They got belt loops. They have a cord tie. They do come with a little seat belt sort of clippy. I just got rid of that, and I just wear a normal belt, okay? They're really comfy. Now they do jackets. They got t-shirts. They've got all your high-vis stuff as well. Now, it's the guy he was on Dragon's Den. I've met him a few times at a few trade shows, and I went out for a drink with him. So, it does make me a little bit biased, because I broke bread with the guy, if you know what I mean. I broke bread with him, and I've had a drink with him. And price point, really good. Comfort, really good. In fact, you know, I'm saying I've got Helly Hansen trousers, which are in A tier, right? But now I'm wearing Komodo trousers all the time. Literally all the time. Now, there's no bias for the fact that both companies gifted me both trousers, okay? So, I'm going to put that in S tier. We're going S tier. Okay,
We got free and S tier, which seems a bit. Should we change that? I don't know. Right, next one is Snickers. Okay, back in the day, used to really rate Snickers, and I've not brought any in years, but I wore it when I was an apprentice, and I thought I was the bee's knees. But I remember it not being super stretchy. I remember them being like old school, sort of like. We go in. I'm putting them in B with Puma. Right, Puma, I can't really like say too much more about it, right? I think they only do work safety boots. I don't think they do any other workwear, as far as I know. And Snickers, it's good stuff, but like, it doesn't like, I mean, it's certainly better than Scruffs and Sight, yeah? So I think that's fair. And then the other one I've got is Doc Martens. Oh, Doc Martens. So Doc Martens, it's not going in D, I'll change it. All right, Doc Martens, I had some trousers by Doc Martens that I had for literally all of my apprenticeship, not apprenticeship, when I sort of newly qualified, yeah, just left college, and I went and worked on a building site, and I wore them all the time. And the reason I don't have them anymore, yeah, even though they're that old, I probably wouldn't fit in them now, is I cut the legs off to turn them into shorts in the summer, which was a stupid thing to do. But I was so hot, I was just like stupidly hot, and I just cut the legs off to make them in shorts. But they were really good. I've never owned Doc Marten boots, but I feel like Doc Marten make decent boots, right? They're from my hometown, Northampton, yeah? Yeah, it's my hometown, the Cobblers, okay? It's the birthplace of Doc Marten, so I'm going to put them high. I'm going to put them in A tier. But yeah, definitely, if you ever see them, try Doc Martens work trousers. They are banging, really good. So I think that's my full list. I feel like there's one I'm missing. Someone's screaming at the computer right now, or screaming at your phone. Oh, you forgot about whatever mascot or something. I've never owned mascot. I'm only going by stuff that I've owned and I've worn. Like, I've never owned any mascot workwear. I've never owned any Milwaukee workwear. Oh, I've had some heated jackets and stuff from Milwaukee, but they don't do trousers. They do safety boots now, but I looked at them and I didn't rate them. I thought, to be honest with you, they looked exactly the same as the Puma ones, and I don't think they're going to be any better quality. So that would probably be in B tier anyway. But there we go. Right. I'm going to kick myself when I'm editing this, because I'm going to go, you idiot, you forgot about that. But I'm literally wearing Hard Yakka, Helly Henson, and Komodo workwear, and then my boots, I wear Dickies. So I'm certainly not super brand loyal. I like a good mix of stuff, and I find what I find comfy, I find what fits me. So you know what I wear. There you go. There's your tier list. Take it in, soak it in. Okay? Soak it in right now. So the only one that I'm like, whatever, Sight workwear. To me, don't care for it. Right, peace out. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. That was it. That was what I was going to add. I was going to add, what are these called? Carhartt. I was going to add Carhartt, right? Because when I was doing my gas course, there was another lad on the gas course who wore his every day. Now, his was like a modern one. And I was like, that is really cool. And I just wanted it actually for going out normally. But as you've seen in my videos, I do wear this jacket quite often. And this is like a more vintage Carhartt. Which I would have put in A tier because of the price. Ridiculously expensive, especially the vintage stuff. Unless you get really lucky and you find one, say, in a charity shop. Like, vintage Carhartt is ridiculous. And then the new stuff, a lot of people go, the new stuff isn't as good as it used to be. It's not as good as the old stuff. I don't know. I'm not American. We didn't really have that much Carhartt in the UK. Someone might be saying, oh, yes, we did. No, we didn't. I can't remember anyone on site wearing Carhartt. I feel like that's more of a trendy thing for millennials, Carhartt. So, you know what?
It's going in B tier now. It's just a trendy thing, isn't it, Carhartt? So, Carhartt, you're going in B tier. Yeah. We'll pretend that you're there next to Puma and Snickers. Whatever. I don't care. This. What is my life? Honestly. Bye. Dr. Pepper, baby, it's good and nice. I get earworms, right? That's what I call them, earworms. It's where I get a little jingle and it gets caught in my head. I can't stop singing it all day. It gets really, really, really annoying. The other one randomly pops into my head. Bearing in mind, I'm a Leeds United fan, right? Is I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, they reach the sky. Like my dreams, they burn and die. Fortune's always smiling. I've looked everywhere. I've got to finish it. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. United, like that, right? They get stuck in my head. I don't know why. When I sing that one, I always channel Bill Sykes from Oliver. I don't know. I just keep getting these little earworms. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You don't know what I mean. I'm just mental. I'm mental and autistic, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Anyway, Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. It's just stuck. Such a catchy jingle. What was the other one? There is another one. If I can't even find a clip because YouTube's so annoying. It'll copyright the whole video just because I want to put a clip in to show you the reference of what I'm actually talking about. It was an old sketch show, and it was going.
Did you ever eat a Jew? Did you ever eat a Jew? Did you ever eat a juicy burger? Did you ever try rape? Did you ever try rape? Did you ever try rapeseed oil? Did you ever pay tax? Did you ever pay tax? Did you ever pay a taxi man? Did you ever ride your mother? Did you ever ride your mother? Did you ever ride your mother into town? Did you ever punch a woman? Did you ever punch a woman? Did you ever punch a woman in the face?
I don't even want to remember how it goes because I wouldn't stop singing it. Have you ever? If you know what I mean, put it in the comments. Have you ever? Have you ever tried rape? Have you ever tried rape? Have you ever tried rapeseed oil? That one. Have you ever took your mother? Have you ever took your mother? Have you ever took your mother into town? It was, I don't know, it's just such a daft one. But my apprentice, he was like, "What are you saying?" And I just had to show him, and that was it. Me and him used to sing it all the time. Shout out Dan the Apprentice. He'd appreciate a shout out every now and again. Bless him. I think he's working. I think he's doing commercial gas now. Don't know. We'll have to find out one day. Anyway, they're my little earworms that I thought I'd tell you about. Have you got any? Leave them in the comments. What's something that you can't stop whistling or singing or humming? There's a few, ain't there? There's a few songs that come out and you just can't. What was that one famous one in the 90s? It's the most ridiculous sounding song. I think they would go the witch doctor. I can't fucking read what the lyrics are now. It was a mental song. I'm sure the band was called the Witch Doctors. Oh, I realised none of this is going to make it into the final edit. This is just all guff. No one's ever gonna see. So Sam, shut the fuck up. I'll put it in the outro. Fuck. Oh, you're gonna think I'm mental. What was that song though from the 90s? I'm sure it was. They were called the Witch Doctors. Ooh, ee, ooh, that one. That's the one I'm fucking on about. Ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ting tang, walla walla bing bang.